This refresher will cover Sturgeon Electric California's recommended installation procedure of power installed screw anchors. Prior to installation of power screw anchors, these points should be discussed during your tailboard. Follow all Sturgeon Electric California's policies, procedures, and rules. Emphasize situational awareness and focus, required PPE, recognize hazards including pinch points and staying out of the bite, verify that your structure number, maps, and dig alert ticket are current and match up, and always encourage effective three-way communication. Lastly, refer to the station callout on the work order map to validate the anchor size, distance from the structure to the anchor, soil type, and the total guying load to determine the minimum number of shear pins required by referencing the maximum allowable holding capacity chart. Temporarily screw your auger into the ground. Install Kelly bar into the torque indicator. Align paint marks on the side of the torque indicator. Install 14 shear pins. Distribute pins as evenly as possible around the indicator.
Perfect.
Raise the torque indicator high enough to install the wrench into the bottom side of the indicator.
Both sides, away.
Give a little extra push at the end of the installation of the wrench to push wrench past locking dogs. Raise wrench high enough and install end of anchor and rod into the end of the wrench. Again, give a little extra push at the end of the installation of the rod to push past the locking dogs. Position screw anchor on desired installation spot. Begin vertically inserting the anchor. Utilize your boom pressure gauge to verify that you're maintaining proper down pressure on your boom. Drive anchor into soil until wrench locking dog assembly is 14 to 18 inches above grade. At this point, reduce 2 shear pins that are needed to be sheared to create anchor assembly load. Drive the anchor one more half turn. If pins do not shear, remove 2 more pins. Then repeat this procedure, half turn, then remove 2 pins until the remaining pins shear, or when you're at the 2-pin minimum required for a 5,000 pound anchor rating. Keep in mind that if 14 pins shear prior to achieving the 18-inch maximum protection above ground requirement, or the minimum number of pins required don't shear, it would be considered a failure. Install a plate anchor. Power installed screw anchor tags have notch corners that have 4 different numbers, 10, 15, 5, and 18. This number corresponds to the anchor assembly load rating achieved for this anchor installation. Refer to your load rating chart to determine your anchor's holding ability in relation to the number of pins that were sheared. Remove corner of the tag with numbers not needed for this installation. Place tag on anchor rod with the number achieved for this anchor pointing out. Install the anchor eye. Bend tag down after installation. Backfill hole with shovel and tamp down. Let's stay focused out there. Utilize good three-way communication. Always verify by referencing your maps, dig ticket, and utility markings prior to installing a power screw anchor. Everyone on the crew is responsible for safety. If you see something, say something. Lastly, remember, safety needs to be a personal value. Coach out.